The idea came from the fact that my wife Anita was pregnant. I wasn't overly familiar with the whole shopping process. I saw just how much of a chore it was at the checkout, packing grocery bags. And then it just actually hit me lying in bed one night, thinking about the problem, and I said, well, if the trolley that you actually use does the holding for you, okay, a system of bags and the trolley actually holds the bags open. I looked at the trolley itself, and it was actually invented by an American man back in the 1930s, and he was solving a simple problem. He owned a chain of stores, and he looked at his customers and he went, if I made it easier for them to carry their shopping in the store, they'd probably buy more was one thing, but it'd be more convenient for the customer. So what he came up was a simple cart that had 4 wheels, which we now know today as a trolley. So I basically followed the same line of thought. I looked at what we have at the moment. We have plastic bags, and we all know the scourge of plastic bags. So here in Ireland, we switched to reusable bags back nearly 12 years ago now. And yeah, they're better if you actually reuse them. But I'm sure lots of people realize, well, I don't actually tend to reuse them that much. I tend to leave them in the back of the car. I tend to leave them in my kitchen presses. So I said, like, how reusable is it if you actually don't reuse them? So trolley bags come into their own when you get to the checkout. So what you're doing is you're getting all your shopping and you're putting it onto the conveyor. So you're left with an empty trolley again. So it's at the other side of the checkout, when you have your empty trolley, you take your trolley bags that were hanging on the back and you simply rack them into the trolley, and one simple movement spreads out the bags. This gives you 4 bags open and upright, so you can pack with 2 hands. And that may sound very simple, but what you've actually done now is you've speeded up your packing process by at least 50%, because you've got that second hand free to pack. And it also, for the first time, because you've got multiple bags, you can now sort as you pack. When you get to your car outside the supermarket, you simply separate the bags along the Velcro rails and you lift out each individual bag. Then when you get home, you unpack your bags as you would with any bag, and you simply rest the bags down and Velcro them back together and put them back in the boot of your car. Ever since the idea came to me 5 years ago now, every time I'm past a supermarket, see a supermarket checkout, see a shopping trolley, like, I see that my creation should be in it. It's because it's simple, and it's an honest, simple, practical solution. I heart and soul believe it, and I've put blood, sweat and tears into it for the past 5 years. Since we've been using the prototypes, we're stopped every time you use them by another shopper who goes, where did you get those? The fruits of 5 years of this idea now means that we're in full-scale production. You can buy them from January 2014 from the website, and we'll be rolling them out to retailers in the next year as well. You'll hopefully see us out and about in our oversized shopping trolleys. They're smart cars, so we're offering a simpler, smarter way to pack. It's the next phase, really. I suppose, instead of thinking of reusable, I'm thinking of more usable. And that's exactly what trolley bags are.